Welcome to Thursday night Lucky Dip, everybody. Look, we've got a new canister. Woo!
Ooh.
You're going to
That's
have to
exciting.
go fist deep in this one, mate.
That's what she said.
Did you choose that for that line
No.
specifically?
No.
That was off the cuff and in the hole.
Hilarious.
Hi, everybody.
Gross.
This week we're a little off-center.
We're left of center.
Yes. Hanging a little to the left this week. Yeah. A little bit of quirkiness going on here at the Good Movie Monday desk. Sam, how are you?
I am good.
Sam is once again on a laptop, as you can
Yeah.
see. Yes.
I'm on laptop. What's that?
What?
What's that? I can't think of that joke. Is it tree? No. It's the I love lamp joke. That's right. That's what you're on laptop
Oh.
and you're like I love lamp.
I love lamp.
Yeah, you used
Where's that
it in the
from?
wrong context.
Oh,
It's Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Steve
That's
Carell.
right. Yeah.
Sorry, Glenn. Let me explain the joke
I
because you
still don't
obviously don't get it. Let me slow it down for you. Because you said Sam's on laptop tonight, and the context was weird of that sentence.
It was intentionally disjointed just because of the fact that the last couple of weeks we've been presenting her on laptop on the screen.
On a lap. Yes. Okay. Sure. It sounded weird.
He
And
is taking issue with my.
I haven't taken issue. I'm just
He's
saying it
taking
sounded
issue
weird.
with my. What's the word for it? I
Cuntiness?
ignored the.
No.
Let's do the lucky dip.
The possessiveness of that comment is what I.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. That's because he's a grammar Nazi.
I don't know fancy things like grammar, but I know when I hear it. There was grammar was used. There was
I
there was
just
some
called you a
tenses.
grammar Nazi, and then you
That's-
said,
yeah.
"I do not know anything about."
I don't even know how to spell grammar. Is it ER? Is it AR? Oh, opinions vary. Mainly mine and autocorrect. We have this fight all the time. But
Dig us out of this hole, Sam.
There was some tenses in there. I wasn't 100%.
Reach
100%
down.
on the tenses.
and pull it.
Hey, that's a different jar as well.
No, it's not.
Little left to center,
Is
people.
Is it the same jar?
Yeah.
You always been using that?
Yeah,
I think the ribs that we ate before were laced.
laced
With
with
LSD.
what?
I don't know because I think we've both been poisoned.
I think it's what it is. Before, in the last video, when I was joking about Sam having shat herself, was that in the video? I don't know if that made it into the show or not.
I think so.
But the reality is that I have shat myself. It was just covering. I was trying to deflect attention from my own lack of bowel control. And so really, that's really all I'm thinking about. Is like the fact that I'm sitting in a brown puddle.
Oh no, that's
It's
horrible.
loose. It's loose.
You look like you're half asleep too. Let's just fly through these so we can wrap this video up already.
It's past 8:30.
Oh, the Third Man, that's too much for tonight, isn't it? Like,
Oh.
that's a great movie, Sam.
It is.
Yeah, you've pulled that out a bit too soon because we're doing an episode at some point in the future about film noir.
I thought that was 80s film noir.
Well, it is, but that's closer to the 80s than actually pull something else out. I don't know.
And I thought yeah.
Go for it. Talk about it.
I've been to Vienna and I went to the Third Man Museum.
Oh, did you? There's a Third Man museum?
Yeah.
It's a museum.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a house, but it's all dedicated to the.
Yeah, it's like Graceland.
But it's like a tourist attraction. It's all dedicated to
Is
the
it
Third Man.
from the film, or is it like a new building with?
No.
memorabilia?
It's memorable. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a,
Yeah.
it's like a museum.
It's like
not
walking
the-
into
That's
Acme.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, all dedicated to the Third Man. And when
Ah.
when I went to Vienna, I've got my uncle and aunt live there, who I've only like met once before when they came out to Australia. My uncle doesn't speak any English, and I do not speak any German.
Oh, this is National Lampoon's European Vacation all over again.
100%. But so the way we communicate, it was always, but we communicated quite well. Like
Yeah.
we got along really well. But every time I would mention the Third Man, he'd just go diddle-ling, diddle-ling, and he'd just do the song,
That's
and
so
he'd always have
funny.
his little twinkle in his
It's a
eye when he
great
did
story.
it.
Yeah, that's
It's great.
awesome.
We bonded over the Third Man, and then I told him that I was going to go to, I was going to take a day trip to Hungary. I just stayed in my hotel room and watched the tennis. I just needed a break.
At least if he's watching this, he won't understand what you're saying.
He will have no idea what
But
I'm saying.
he'll know you're talking about him because you went. All right, let's speed through. You go next. Go on, put your fist in there, mate. Up so the camera can see it.
I found my car keys. That's where they were.
Hang on.
The Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker,
The Rainmaker. What a classic film.
which is like Aaron Brockovich 2, isn't it?
Electric Boogaloo. It's Francis Ford Coppola.
Francis Ford Coppola, Matt
Oh.
Damon, Mickey Rourke, I believe, is in this one.
Angelina Jolie's dad
Yes.
is in it. What's his name? Who that you mentioned in an interview recently, but he plays Bruiser, J. Lyman Stone, Mickey Rourke. That you
I
had
just
an
said that.
interview and did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you just said. I can't remember who you said. Oh, it must have
That's
been
right.
must have been Mickey Rourke. Danny
Dean-
DeVito's in it. Did you say
Yeah.
that as well?
No, I
Dean,
didn't. Danny
um,
DeVito.
Dean Stockwell's in it too, and he passed recently.
Well, according to Jarrett Gunn, I killed Dean Stockwell
Well, yeah.
What?
because I talked about him on last week's show, and then the next day,
Oh,
died.
right.
He died. which
Where is this going?
people may not know that there's a habit of us talking about actors who die subsequently.
And yet Betty
Within
White
hours.
is still alive.
Yeah, she's just
She's strong. She's a
She
She was on an
strong
episode
lady.
of Tanked
the gift that just keeps on
that I
giving.
watched last week. Tanked on 9 Rush.
But now you've said
Ah.
this, and this is very left of center kind of video.
Suzanne Vega
I'd
style.
be looking out for Betty. I hope. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
It's on you, mate.
I don't know how old that episode of Tanked was. Like, it felt like it was recent, but it could have been from like 2017.
Yeah, I'm a bit
And
worried.
she hasn't been heard of in a while.
I do like the Rainmaker though. I don't think it's up to
The
Francis
books.
Ford Coppola's snuff, but it's
Oh,
still a good legal
yeah.
drama.
The book is far
Infinitely better.
superior.
Yeah, of course, because you're one of those people.
But it is pretty good. It
No
does. The
nutrition.
problem you should not, if you like the movie, do not read the book.
Yeah.
But
Ah.
it is great. Mary Kay Place is great as the from Captain Ron is the mum of the kid who dies of cancer.
We love-
Donnie Ray Black.
We love a good Captain Ron reference.
Yeah. And who else is in there?
Well, we've
Virginia
named quite a few.
Madsen.
There we go.
That's right. And I remember it was actually a big thing when she appeared in that film because it felt like she'd kind of disappeared, and I think maybe she had a couple of kids or
And
something.
then it
in
happened
there.
again when she popped up in Designated Survivor
Ah.
TV show with Kiefer Sutherland. It's like, holy crap!
Yeah, she's in the Swamp Thing TV series,
Oh, my goodness.
the one from like last couple of years ago,
the newer
Mm.
one.
the new one.
Wow.
But yeah, it was a big thing, and you're like, oh, Virginia Madsen,
Mm.
and it felt
Mm.
really good to see her on screen again.
Yeah, yeah. And was
Mm.
this the movie Coppola made off the back of Jack? I think, or was it the other way around?
Yeah, somehow I get the feeling that Jack was a reward, not the other way around. Like making Jack doesn't get you.
The Rainmaker.
You go to direct to jail for a while after making Jack.
I enjoy Jack a lot. It's a pretty
Yeah.
stupid movie though.
Of course you do.
Oh, listen to this guy, would you? Does he forget what podcast he's on? All right.
Yeah, I thought we were on the Good Movie Monday podcast, but apparently it's a mediocre movie Monday.
It's a facetious title, mate.
Don't use big words at me, Glenn.
It's not called
you
great.
know
It's
that
not
I
called
can't
Great
read.
Movie Monday, is it? Speaking of great movies,
Hank
Jones.
Jones.
Oh, Hawk,
Hawk
Jones.
Jones.
this is
The
that
kid
really
movie?
cheap movie where it's like an R-rated sort of exploitation cop movie, like a black exploitation cop movie, but all of the kids are like 7 and 8. So it's like Bugsy Malone, but
Bugsy
it's
Malone.
really
Oh,
exploitation. The only place you can find this movie is on the director's website. And
Is
if
it
you
Graydon
go-
Clark or something?
Yes, if you go to the director's website though and look, they've got a page for like all the quotes from critics, and mine's practically the only quote on the website.
On the it's the only positive one you
says-
could
Yeah.
find.
It says video on IMDb. So
Yeah, it
was
was-
it
it was-
direct to video?
It would have been direct to video. It's a
Mm.
really cheap movie. It's made on like a VHS tape sort of camera.
Yeah, right.
That's so funny.
But it's
It's like
it's
Death
fun.
to the Pee Wee Squad.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, when you mentioned it in my head, you said Hawk the Slayer, or you said, I was like, "Ooh, Hawk the Slayer."
Hey Sam,
What a great film.
you've got your computer there. See if you can find the Hawk Jones website and
Yep.
see if you can find my quote. Yeah, it's over there too, Ben. It's right directly behind the camera,
Human traffic.
next to it.
Hawk Jones. There it is. I can read.